Alright, here's a quick video of all of the upgrades that I've done to my Blade 450. Quite a lot, actually. Start with the canopy. That's a Fusuno canopy. It fits the T-Rex 450 and the Blade 450. And I really like the color scheme on it, and like that they thought about integrating cooling. Cutout cooling hole there. Actually keeps my ESC nice and cool, so you can run a little hot before. Not too bad, but and it helps with the cooling because I did upgrade to the went from the 420 motor to the 440 motor. So when I did that upgrade, I decided to upgrade to the aluminum tail box. And I did replace the mount in here, the block, the bearing block in here, where the shaft and gear are for the tail belt. So you've got your shaft here, you've got the gear right there, and then you've got the pulley here. So this was just a plastic bearing block in there, and I got rid of that, and this is a much stronger setup. So I upgraded to that, and then I upgraded. I was going to get the servo mounts, the aluminum ones, but I figured, I don't really need them. Just adds weight, and the plastic ones are fine. And I got the aluminum and carbon fiber upgrade boom supports. Those are nice. They're a lot more solid than the stock plastic ones, plastic and carbon fiber ones. So they're a little bit thicker, I believe. These are the actual rods themselves are a little bit thicker, carbon fiber. And of course these are aluminum. And then I went with the Blade carbon fiber vertical and horizontal stabilizer fins. And the tail box is pretty straightforward assembly. It's you had to undo these. Basically, all you had to do was just back out the 4 screws here, and then back out your tail boom, and this all loosens up. You just take off the stock plastic tail box, and then put on the aluminum one, and a little more to it than that, but basically that's what you have to do, and just kind of take your time, and just make sure it's all level when you're putting it all back together, and screwing everything, tighten everything down. Make sure you use Loctite, of course, blue Loctite. I did go with I didn't have to, but I went with I bought the aluminum pitch slider and lever, just to really tighten things up. And when I bought, a little mishap, when I was assembling this, as a tip for you guys out there, I bought the aluminum fin mount here, and I thought that came in 2 pieces, and I just bolted it together and then have a nice day. But when I went to install it, I realized that it had to go over the back of the tail boom, slide on. It's one piece of aluminum. So I had assembled my tail box, had the belt tensioning done perfectly, had everything tightened down, and I realized that I couldn't install that because this was on there. I would put this on there. So for those of you out there watching this video, make sure if you've bought the tail box and the mount, make sure that when you take off the plastic one, do this first. Otherwise, you're making more work for yourself. I made double the work, so I had to take this all the way off again to put that on, which was silly because I had that off in the beginning and could have just slid that on and been done with it. So just remember to do that. I made more work for myself. In the end, it's all good though. So That's my Blade 450 with, some other upgrades I did a while back was, of course, the aluminum tail grips on the back and the aluminum blade grips. I love my Curtis Youngblood carbon fiber blades. I got main blades and tail blades. They're so smooth. They track perfectly right out of the box. You don't have to do anything to them. I've got other blades, and nothing compares to these. So kudos to Curtis Youngblood there. He knows what he's doing. And I picked up the Swash, whatever you call that thing. The anti-rotation guide there. That's what it's called. And of course the Visunu canopy didn't come with these aluminum grommets. I bought them separately from Visunu. I got them from Heli Direct, I believe. So those are a nice solid mount for the canopy grommets there. The